The same idea.
Oh my.
I keep the queen in perpetual.
Wow, that's beautiful. Actually, this is beautiful. The tactical element. How are you guys?
Yeah, hi. How are you guys? We're in Iceland. It's gonna be a shorter stream than usual since it's 11 p.m. and I have a round tomorrow at 9 a.m.
At 9 a.m. I think it should be forbidden a chess tournament to start at 4. At such an early
exactly.
At 9 a.m.
There's double rounds tomorrow. Yeah, so today I played against an FM 2300. I thought I had a good game, but I ended up losing. I got in time pressure. I made a mistake.
It
lasted
game.
like 5 hours.
She's very hard on herself. She's really hard on herself.
I feel bad. Well, Hammer didn't seem pleased either, so Hammer helped prepare me, and I need to keep studying for tomorrow. Even though I'm playing a 1700, I decided I'm going to prepare for all of my games so that I can actually learn chess. Yeah.
She is such a hardworking player. I saw her preparation. She's doing her best. And she played a great game. She made one mistake. We're going to show you the game.
Well, apparently the entire opening prep was not good. I do have the game for you guys, and I'm going to show it to you.
Yep. The game! This is how you're going to see the game. You've never seen a chess game like this.
I had uploaded it.
Score sheet.
Well, I have it as a PGN. I need to... Let me see if I can open it. Let me plug it in.
Awesome. You have a nice handwriting.
At least I have something, you know?
I approve of Alexander's handwriting. What do you guys think?
Okay.
This is Alexander's score sheet.
Who said I have average handwriting? You get a timeout! You get a timeout!
Benjamin,
you do not make fun of my handwriting like that.
Benjamin is saying that his ones are almost incomprehensible, so he's impressed. Oh, your coach is with us. 3 out of 10. Here? For a girl, 3 out of 10. Oh. Your coach is so tough on you. Hammer.
Oh, man. Well, okay, yeah, so let me go. So, I was playing white, and yes, I don't usually play the English, but Hammer found a line in the English that my opponent didn't play well because he made this move that lost time. So we decided to play the English. I will say that,
I love how you say,
my
so
opponent...
we decided to play.
I will say that my opponent also beat Hammer once. I was trying to avenge him and I failed today. I failed, okay?
I want to change the names. Do you know where can I change this? Oh no, I'm following you. You are the one who can change it. Right, please. White is Alexandra Botes and black is the player who beat my coach.
Yeah, exactly. So I played c4. I played the English. Hammer had looked and he saw that my opponent played the King's Indian, but he played this line in the English that wasn't so good. So if he would have continued with knight f6, I would have transposed into a King's Indian. If he would have played c6, which we also found in his game, then I was going to go in a Slav and try to do an exchange Slav. He's 2300, it's pretty simple, so at least I was comfortable with this. What we prepared for was this weird line he plays with e5. So I moved g3. Why aren't you working, little arrow? Okay, g3.
Little arrow.
Knight f6. Bishop g2. And he played h6 here. So this is what we were preparing against. And the main idea, as Hammer explained it, is he plays h6 to lose a tempo so that if I play knight c3, he can play bishop b4, and he's going to take my knight and ruin my pawn structure, so kind of similar to a Rossolimo. And it's actually quite good for black. So to annoy him, what you do is you develop the other knight. You play knight f3, and the idea is that this h6 pawn is just moved for no good reason.
Yeah, this h6 is super weird, but is it like his pet line?
Yes, this is his pet line. Kick off the duh. Alright. Yeah, the last time I played was 3 years ago. Perfect play from white so far. Yeah, thanks, Hammer. I got these first moves correct. I could do that much. Alright, so he played knight f3 here. He continued with knight c6. I feel like Hammer sent me a line against this. I don't know if I played it correctly. So I castled. Well, I castled, and he already broke what we studied with g6. We didn't expect he was going to play g6. We thought he was either going to play e4 earlier or get his bishop to c5. We didn't look at any of this fianchetto stuff because it looks really dumb. He has his pawn on h6. I don't know. What do you think of this pawn structure?
Oh, thank you so much, Aqua, for gifting a sub to Alexander's coach. Shout out to Grandmaster Jon Ludwig Hammer.
Thank you for gifting. He deserves more than that gift. He deserves a student who's doing well, but that's why he coaches Magnus.
She is just the worst. Like, you played a good game, Alexandra. Can you guys tell her?
Well, they haven't seen it.
Can you please tell her?
Seen it.
Yeah, they will soon see it. They will soon see it.
Okay, so maybe this was better, and I'm just not used to open position, so I played e3. Okay, so I continued with e3, which is still fine computer-wise, but maybe it's not the most accurate. Anyway, I shouldn't be looking at the computer lines. They're gonna confuse me, so I'm gonna turn it off. No more computer.
No more computer.
Okay, so he castled here, and I pushed d4, played d6, and I just pushed that knight all the way back to town, and then e4. I mean, I don't normally play against a King's Indian with this g3 setup, but this looks fine for me. It seems like white has more space.
I like
space.
space.
A pretty standard King's Indian position. He has the pawn on h6. Am I right or am I right? This seems fine.
You're always right.
Okay, there we go.
Except for the sub battles. That's a different scenario. But we're not gonna go there.
We're not there yet.
We're not.
Halvard likes white. Okay. But instinctively, I think this looks good.
I think so too.
Yeah.
You played perfect chess, Alexandra. Can you just believe it?
Oh man, I'll take it. Okay, so I played e4. The computer is a dude. I don't know. He's gender fluid. He's non-binary. I don't know. Okay. E4. So he played knight h7, which makes sense because his idea is to push f5 here. Standard King's Indian play. And whenever it's like this in the King Indian, no, the pawns don't go backwards. I have no mouse, so I cannot. I'm too powerful for my own good. Okay.
I have a mouse. Do you want a mouse? I have one to plug in.
One.
Yes. Shall I bring it? Yeah. I'm gonna get you a mouse.
I'll take it. I'm
gonna get you a mouse. Because it would be easier.
Yeah, okay, let me try.
This is our room, by the way. Welcome to our room.
Oh, guys, I broke 2300 bullet before coming here. But I had a mouse, so...
There you go.
Yeah, doesn't count. I lost. You should title this Line with Alexandra the Loser from Iceland.
Come on, Alexandra, can you just stop beating up yourself?
I'm fine.
String's okay. How are you?
Oh, gosh darn it. I dropped everything. What?
The world will end.
The world will end. Oh, I'm not losing tomorrow. If I lose tomorrow...
Alexandra! Stop talking about things.
You're right.
Like...
Okay, so he played knight h7. And his idea is to push the pawn, right? So in the King's Indian, I'm also supposed to attack. Now, what I was originally considering doing was just trying to go for an a3, b4 plan. But what I thought was like, wait, why do I need to start pushing my pawns? Why can't I develop with bishop e3 and also push c5 at the same time? That seems so much faster. I'm improving the King's Indian. I'm such a god. I got very excited about this line while I was playing. But it wasn't like that, Anna. It wasn't like that. And I thought about it because I thought, if I play bishop e3 and he pushes f5 and I push and he pushes and I take and he takes and I'm going to put my bishop on d5 and I'm going to trade that fianchettoed bishop in the King's Indian like boom, boom. He's an FM. I should be an FM. This is amazing. But it didn't work out so well. Okay. Anyway, so I was thinking that. I will say, this was all in my line. This was all in my head. Yes. I was very excited to see it play. So I did play bishop e3, and he did push f5. Like boom, 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 bang, bang, bang. Like Andrea can't. Like Andrea. I did have a plan, Chesney. I did have a plan. All right, so I pushed c5 here, which the computer actually doesn't like. Yeah, so the computer doesn't like this, and this was a little wild. This was me trying to improve on the opening line. I don't know why the computer doesn't like this. This is probably why Hammer said, I shouldn't have showed you that line. It inspired you to play a weird e3 line, but it's okay. So he pushed f5, and I went along with my plan here. I said, I'm going to trade that fianchettoed bishop. I like this. What should I have played? The computer doesn't like this. Maybe I should have calmed down. Let's see what the computer actually likes. The computer likes, what, boring stuff? E takes f5. Yeah, that makes sense. But I didn't like g takes f5 so much.
I guess what he wants is that after I should say it probably.
It.
So what it wants is that after this a similar line like c5, f4, you have the e4 square for your knight or for any piece that you have the e4
in
square
this line?
like if it's gonna be like c5, f4, you will have the e4 square, and if you don't take on f5, you just can't have that.
Right.
Because of having the pawn there, but I understand why you would not want to take.
I mean, this is actually a lot more common. And then queen d2, he can't push with f4, especially because I have g3 and I'm putting pressure on h6. Like, this is also solid. And I don't mess up my kingside structure because I still have a pawn on g3.
Indeed.
And that ended up biting me in the ego. Yeah.
Yes.
Later on. So maybe I should have done this.
Nick or Aaron. Yes, I agree with you that we overstress Alexandra over an engine anytime.
Yeah. And I should have played a normal line, but whatever. It ended up, I think it was not that bad. E takes f4, bishop d4. And here, he just wanted to kill me. He just wanted to go straight for my throat. He saw I was 2100 and Canadian, and he's like, I'm just going to push a pawn on g5, and she's going to resign and go home. But I didn't resign and go home. No, so he pushed g5, which I understand looks intimidating. And I said, oh yeah, well, I'm going to trade your bishop on g7. Now your king is on g7. This looks, I feel like I'm chilling here. The computer doesn't like it, but I don't care.
We don't care about the computer. You are the computer.
Yes.
Not having this bishop on g7 clearly weakens the black king. So I thought you have the d4 square and I
wasn't worried. So I wasn't worried about this. So I played c takes d6, c takes d6, knight d4, computer line, by the way.
Oh, she is the computer. Thank you, Tori, for gifting a sub.
Thank you so much now the computer thinks it's 0-0. The computer did not see the line I was trying to say. I'm telling you, it was too complicated because it was art, Anna. It was art.
It's art.
I really liked e5 for black.
Whoa.
When did he like e5? Getting a knight there. Oh, when he got the knight there? Yeah, that was disgusting. Okay, Hammer, but what do you think about this position?
I love your coach, how he gives you more and more confidence. Hammer, she needs to be complimented.
No. Okay, it's fine. I don't need compliments. But yeah, I guess I didn't think about the knight getting to e5 because his pieces just seem so awkward here. I thought I should be happy. Anyway, he played rook f6. You could tell he was afraid of knight e6. So he's 2300 and he's still not playing this position well. I'm just saying, the computer likes it for white once again. But I, as a human, liked it for myself.
I liked it too. Although your coach is saying that he's got more pawns in front of his king than you.
Yeah, but I have more bishops in front of my pawn than he does. So what's up, Hammer? What's up?
2300s are trash. Thank you, Hammer.
Well, Hammer lost to this 2300, so I think he's just trying to put himself down as well. And BJH, you're very welcome. I hope you're enjoying.
What was it? I missed.
Thanks for going over the game with us. I just wanted to beat him and checkmate him so I could say hi from Hammer as he forfeited. That's all. It's like, I just want to sit there and play.
I know. I was like, Alex, we need a selfie. And she was like, but I need to sit down.
That's true. Yeah, I actually played rookie one Lionel, which is what you thought as well. I mean, I was just trying to prepare. I thought I might want to push e5 later. It seemed a little slow to me later on, and I didn't actually end up getting any plans because of it. And he found a really nice move here, you guys. Try to figure out what you would play as black here. This was actually a very annoying plan. He played knight g6. And this is what Hammer was talking about. Once the knight gets to e5, it looks very strong. Yeah. Although, again, computer plus 0.5, I'm just saying, it's a middle game. It's not really a King's Indian anymore. I'm just saying. Okay. So knight g6. And I found this annoying as well, so I was like, I'm going to be annoying back as also. So I played queen b3, and the idea with this was I'm putting pressure on the b7 pawn, so I'm kind of tying that bishop there. But also, I might be able to get knight e6 and take back with the pawn, because now the queen is protecting it, and then if I want to protect it again, maybe I have something like bishop h3, my knight can come to d5, bang, 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 you know, I might lose a pawn, but I have some activity here.
I love your way of commentary, the boom, 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 and now the bang, bang, bang. What's next? What's next? Yes,
that's what I was thinking as well. Okay, so here he played knight hf8. Look, when the best move is knight hf8, you can't tell me this isn't a cool position for white. You can't... Yeah. I mean, you can. But I don't know if I buy you. Come on, you guys. Do you still like Black's position here? Look at this. His rook is on f6. What's going on here?
Yeah, the knight was very poorly placed on h7, but it's not much better on f8 either. It's gonna take lots of time for Black to activate that piece, and the rest of his pieces too. Like, look at the queen side of Black.
I just thought I thought it was hard to play as well, so I played rook a1. I said, hey, I have another rook. He's feeling lonely. Bring him to the open file. You know, if I get my knight or something, and I can get my rook to c7, good things might happen. I want to put pressure on that d6 pawn. I don't know how yet, but more pieces would be good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he was scared of me playing knight b5, so he played a6. And what I should have played probably is try to open up the position around now. So I played knight ce2, but that's kind of passive. I was always trying to think, when do I want to play knight f5? When do I want to play knight e6? If I would have played knight f5 now, he can't take it, because e takes f5. And I'm threatening the pawn on b7 and the knight. And I also have space for my knight on e4. This looks quite good for Black. So he actually shouldn't have taken it. He probably should have played something like king h7, which is what I thought. And maybe here I could have continued with knight e2 to try to position my knight to d4 after I've already made space for it, instead of moving it right away.
Oh, look who is in the chat! Shout out to the Chess Bros! We may or may not have seen the Chess Bros just like an hour ago.
They told us they were on their way. Everywhere in Iceland's a 5-minute walk. It took them like 30 minutes to get there. They were probably traveling from Calgary or something. I don't know what was up with that. So, knight ce2. And what did he play here? He played knight on e5. I understand. He got the knight to e5 and it looks annoying. But you know what I said? I said, I like your knight on e5. I mean, I like it for you, not for me. But I just play f3 now, so how are you going to attack me? g4 isn't really going anywhere. I didn't think this was too bad. So he says, well, I'll show you how I'm going to attack you. He played h5. I played rook c3. I wanted to double my rooks on the open file because I wasn't scared of his attack. Honestly, maybe I should have been.
But Alex is never scared, so I like the attitude. Never, ever scared.
Yeah, I guess I wasn't scared either. Okay, so rook c3. He continued with g4. I played rook to c1. The computer says if I played rook to f1, I was better. I wonder... I mean, my rooks actually didn't end up doing anything much on the c file. Rook f1 is a nice idea because I am threatening to take on g4 and take the f pawn, which I never knew when to play. And again, I have that same idea I had before, where if he plays knight f6 and I play knight f5, blocking the rook off from protecting the f4 pawn, that same idea happens where if he takes, I'm going to take on b7. So I didn't play this at the right time. In fact, I just kept going on with my plan when maybe I should have focused on this side. Okay, but anyway, that didn't happen. I played rook c1. Still not the end of the world. This is move 24. Rook e1, he played king h8. What he was afraid of, actually, was if it was my turn to move, I could take rook takes c8, rook takes, and then rook takes b7 check. And then I'm attacking his rook and his king. And that would have been a nice puzzle rush here. But okay, so he had to play king h8, and I said, you know what, then I'm going to play king h1 as well. He developed his bishop, and I saw a pawn, so I took the pawn.
I like it, it's free stuff!
Yes!
Free stuff! I'm gonna get some free stuff hype in the chat for that pawn on b7, because it's a delicious free stuff that you gotta grab.
Yeah,
free stuff!
That's what I was thinking, and it was okay. I took, and he played rook b7. I said queen c7. I wanted to just trade queens, and then he could take my pawn, and I figured I'd put my rook back on c2, and it's a chill endgame, but he was like, I'm bigger than you, so I'm not going to play it. Queen e8. He wants to force throw in. That's fine. I get it. Queen e8. I wanted to protect my pawn. It's under attack, so I pushed b3. Yeah, I pushed b3. This seems logical to me. Okay, rook c8. Move my queen back. He takes my rook. I take back.
All's fine.
All is fine in the world, except for my time. So this is move 30.
How much time did you have?
I think I had like 5 minutes here, and I had to make another 10 moves.
And he?
He was similar. So I kept him similar on the clock.
Okay, that's So it's time trouble for both. 10
Yes.
moves in 5 minutes.
That's what I'm trying to say. We were both in trouble here. Knight hg6. And now I played rook f1. Just protecting my pawn.
Mm.
He played king h7. I was trying to make moves that were fast here. So I pushed a4 because I thought he might have bishop b5. This was probably a bad move. And I was doing it because I was trying to play quickly.
Let's see how it happened, because the position is complex. So he does have counterplay for the material, the sacrifice pawn, sacrifice of blunder.
Yeah.
Who knows? Who knows?
Yeah.
But he does have attack, so
Right.
there's pressure, and Alex doesn't have much time. This is move 32, and she has to play 8 more moves
Yeah.
in 4 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
In a complex position where she's under pressure. So it's not an easy situation, just to put it in context.
That sounds fair. I like that. So I played knight c6. I thought if he takes back my knight, then I take with my pawn, and I have a passed pawn. That would be nice. But he didn't play that. He actually took on f3, which the computer's starting to say, oh no, the computer says this is dead drawn, but of course it's not. So bishop takes, knight takes, and here one move to take back with the knight is 0.00 and another is dead loss.
Let's make a vote in the chat.
Yes, let's make a vote.
Would you take back with the queen or with the rook on f3?
Yeah.
You guys need to tell us.
What would you take back? So I had a minute or so on the clock here, and I had to make a choice. One loses, one draws.
Queen or rook? Which one is the good move? I'm curious. Let's give some time to the chat. This is a critical moment. Alex has only 1 minute left, and she has to choose between these two pieces. I feel like it's 50-50% for now.
The one that draws.
So half of you would lose the game, and the other half you may save the game.
Yeah. So I took with the queen because I thought, hey, my queen is far away, my king's under attack. That's probably the right move, but queen loses. And rook
It's
is
not
rook is
obvious at all.
It
It's
wasn't
just not
obvious,
easy.
especially with the time, but okay, so I took with the queen, and the reason why this loses is because of bishop g4. I moved my queen back, say to f2 here, which is what I did. I played queen f2.
Yep.
And then he plays bishop h3. And it took me a second to realize that if I move my rook to g1, then he has f3 and bishop g2.
Yeah.
And that looks really bad. If I move my rook to say somewhere like e1, then he has f3, which is crushing, because once I move my knight, he has bishop g2, king g1, and this knight f4 move, which is brutal, and it's going to checkmate me.
Yeah, threatening mate or winning the queen or both. Like, this is just
no,
game
this
over.
is dead. So what I was thinking in this position is, like, because I had very little time on the board. Here my clock got down to like 5 seconds when making this move. But I saw that he had the f3 and knight f4 maneuver, and that I was gonna be lost. So I said, okay, well, I'm just gonna try to make it complicated. So I played knight g1. He took my rook like he should.
Yeah.
Free stuff.
It is, unfortunately.
Yeah, free stuff. 37. He took it. Queen takes f3. And anyway, this endgame is way worse for black, and I lost it not too shortly after. Well, let me go back. So if I would have taken with the rook takes f3. If he does the same idea with bishop g4, I can put my rook to f2, and get my knight to g1. He can't put his bishop on h3 with the same idea because my queen is blocking it. So this is just a lot more protective.
Yeah, and if f3, you will move knight g1.
Yeah. And
It's still not easy, though.
It's still not easy, but this is much better. I mean, I have to hold. My extra pawn doesn't matter, but this is much better.
Yeah.
Because it's hard for him to move past this as well. And I just wanted to get time control, so I played knight h3, threatening a fork. That would have been funny. You know, if it was bullet, maybe I would have gotten away with this. So he played king h8. I moved bishop knight g5, queen d7, knight d4, and the ending position was cute. I mean, I saw this was losing. after knight d6, knight h4 is completely winning. I just resign now. But the idea is queen g1, queen takes, pawn takes, and then rook f1, and I can't stop it. So I resigned here, but even though I played like h3, queen takes, pawn takes, king h2, rook f1, and there's no way to stop this move.
Look at it, that's the right conclusion, as Acidel is saying. So you made one bad move in time trouble, and that's why you feel so bad. That can happen even to GMs. Yes, that's it. She made one bad
I
move.
think like I played the position really weird before as well, but okay, it was complicated and
it was really complex.
My rooks
shouldn't be hard on yourself.
Get distracted on the c file, you know.
You won a free pawn.
Queen d7. Oh, apparently this was a blunder. Hold up. Could I have saved it?
Really? Even here?
No way.
What?
Oh shoot, I could have saved it here. And the thing is, I made a move very quickly even though I was in time pressure because I was so upset. Well, not upset, but I was like, oh, I messed it up, so it doesn't matter. I could have saved the game here. And I had 30 minutes. Oh my gosh, I have no excuse for this.
So, well, you have, because, you have reached move 40, but you saw that you already blew it up. You saw that this
I thought
it
was lost, and I was just playing knight d4. Oh man, queen a1.
Well, that's not the most natural move in the world to say.
No.
And even like this, what's the point? So queen a1.
Well, also, so you can't play king g7. Why? Why doesn't this work? This looks like it could work.
Oh, you'll just keep giving him checks because he has to be defending the rook. Knight g5
Oh yeah. Or knight cd8.
Also.
And he just can never leave his king because his king is tied to the rook. Wow, what a beautiful knight perpetual. Okay, so that's why he can play king g7. Oh man, like absurd. Okay, and if he would have played queen g7, again I have knight. Oh, and the same idea.
Oh my!
I keep the queen in perpetual.
Wow, that's beautiful. Actually, this is beautiful. The tactical element, how this rook, because of the pin on the long diagonal, this queen a1 move. But I agree with String Dog that in positions like this, you don't even realize the a1 square exists. Like, it's not the normal square for a piece.
Imagine I had saved this, though.
Alex!
Oh my god. Oh no, I mean, it's fine, but this is so nice. Queen
I know,
a1?
it's beautiful. We have just discovered, I mean, you discovered it.
Well, somebody said queen a1, queen d2 was a blunder, and that's why I played it.
Poor Alex.
Yeah. It's midnight. Yeah, we're going to sleep right after this.
She has a game tomorrow at 9 a.m. and she still needs to prepare.
Yes, yeah. So I want to get onto that.
I think your coach will be like, yeah, you should go. So tomorrow I have my Danish vlog up on my YouTube channel. You have a new video on your YouTube channel. Do check out the 2 YouTube channels, please.
Thanks, String Dog.
Yeah, and we're gonna race Praggy, as we mentioned earlier.
I'm gonna...
Thank you, Amanda. That's very kind of you. So we are going to Spraggy's channel. We'll be back tomorrow. Make sure to follow both channels so that whether it's Alexander's channel or mine, we're gonna be back from Iceland. And see you guys tomorrow after Alexander has won 2 games.
I was replying to Coach.
Oh!
Did you see how serious my face got?
Coach Hammer.
All right.
Coach
See you guys.
Hammer.
Bye.
See you.